Welcome to another episode of the Gateway RV Transport Podcast. Today we are here with a great friend and amazing driver, Reggie Strong. Thanks for being with us, Reggie.
Thanks for having me.
You've been with us for quite a while.
5 years, and we're going on 5 years.
Okay. Yeah. And how? Well, hopefully that's a good thing. Hopefully that means at least like.
Oh, I mean, I've been tried to get pulled away, but I usually just figure stick it out. I've been sticking out with you guys this long, so if I ever go to something else, it won't be RV pull. You know what I mean? This is just where I got my start. You know what I mean? If I finish, this is where I'll be at. Till you guys get tired of me.
Well, so far so good. I appreciate you sticking with us. I mean, I know this last year has been a rough one. We had a couple of really good years, and then we'll see what the next year brings. You never know, but hopefully it's starting to get a little bit better.
Absolutely.
And you've been with us through a lot of even like challenging stuff. You helped us out with a lot of stuff. When I think of team player, you're the guy I think about. Yeah,
Glad to hear it.
Yeah, and so we appreciate you being here with us. Do you remember your first day at Gateway? Do you remember your orientation?
Yeah.
I do. I think I know the answer. Who did your orientation?
Justin did.
Okay.
Columbia City.
Yeah. Right. And that's okay. Now it's making sense.
If you ever did anything wrong, it was because I didn't.
Yeah, Justin didn't give you. Your orientation skipped a bunch of stuff.
Sure did. He was in and out of there. It's a good truck. Time to go.
Yeah. Well, something worked out because you're still with it. So.
Absolutely.
Anyway, why don't you? So tell us a little bit about who is Reggie. Where were you born? Where'd you grow up?
All right. I'm born out of Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm the baby of 5. I got 2 older brothers, 2 older sisters. Mom and dad still living. That's all I ever known. Pops get up, go to work. Mom cooked breakfast and had dinner when Pops got back home. So very family orientated. I got 2 kids. Both of them by the same baby mama. I've been living in my home for 20 years. So I just stay grounded. You know what I mean? Before I did this, I was a detail manager at Champion Jeep and Dodge. I ran the detail department, and I ran my own lawn care service for 11 years. So that's pretty much been keeping me busy in life.
Do you still do some of the lawn care stuff?
Yeah, I still do tree work. Like when things get slow, I go back to cutting grass or, just doing something to make an honest buck. Just trying to keep a extra stream of income coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've met Mr. Strong Sr. a few times.
Absolutely.
Yeah, good guy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Pops, I used to have him with me all the time going down the road, but now he stays home with Mom more. You know what I mean? They're like peas in a pod. You know what I'm saying? Even my mom, she used to go with me in the Holland Tow. So it used to be 3 of us in there creeping down the road delivering Gateway RV Transport. You know what I mean? They rode with me maybe the first 6 months when I started on my own after I got through working with the brothers. When I got my first own truck, they rode with me a lot to just see the world. You know what I mean? They retired. So I took them places they had never been. We ate food we had never ate before. You know what I mean? Just good memories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and you mentioned, so how did you grow up with the Carters?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are they? I mean, I remember talking to James. He's a pretty well connected guy. He sent a lot of guys over here. Is he who you first heard about this from?
Yep, I heard it from the Carters. They were doing it maybe 6 to 8 months before I got in. I've been pulling trailers from pulling loads, lawn care trailers and dump trailers. So one day Carter was like, "Hey man, I got a California run, no driver." And, I had a license. And after that, delivered that, I came back and that's when I got put on with you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
So you've been a lot of places in the past 5 years.
Yeah.
You've been all over the place.
I've been everywhere just about.
Yeah. Are you keeping track of every state?
Yeah, I got 46 bears. Yep, I get a bear from every state I go in from Love's.
Okay.
Little magnets.
Which ones are you missing?
I'm missing like Maine, the little small ones up there, up at the top. You know what I mean? But like Connecticut down, New York, all the way down, Florida, all the way across, all the way to Seattle, Washington. I got all of those. Yeah. It's just a little one or two that we hardly ever get up there. But I'm sure this year I'll get to tackle in. Yeah. And Alaska.
We've delivered 3 to Alaska.
Yeah, so maybe this year when it come up, I'll be able to do that trip. Yeah. Because I'm going to get my passport, so.
That would be.
You'll never get the Hawaii one with us anyway. Yeah. Sorry.
I don't know how somebody's delivering over there, but.
Well, we've had units go to France, South Korea, Dubai.
So you just take them to the border?
We just get to take them to the port, yeah.
Right.
It'd be cool, though. It's like if we I just got back Monday from riding to Vancouver Island, British Columbia. Okay, it's kind of cool to take one onto the boat if you get the chance.
Yeah, that's what he was telling me about the ferry that you go over on. Yeah, see, that'll be it's just work, but it's vacation at the same time.
Yes, I loved it. That was cool. We don't get to do those very often.
Right,
you get to ride the boat. That's kind of cool.
Oh, you keep that one in the drawer.
Yeah.
I'm taking that one. Me and my dad did that.
Right. But it's a good memory. It's a good memory for you and Dad. So, you know what I mean? It's worth it.
Well, and this time last year, there was it last summer, we had some of those, but they were pretty strict COVID vaccine restrictions.
Absolutely.
And we didn't have that many people that could do them.
Yeah. Oh, well, I got all my shots.
Yeah, cool.
My parents, they got theirs, so I'm right down the rabbit hole with them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, now it doesn't, like, they lifted it, so anybody can go.
You see the passport part, but that was, doing the Newfoundland ones, because you're on the ferry like 8 hours. And so
man, that's smooth, man.
It was cool.
I can't wait to get in the bed in my back of my truck on the water and just go to sleep while it's just floating, because I sleep anywhere. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I could sleep in between 2 reefer trailers. Because, I mean, once it's time to lay it down, it's time to lay it down because you got to get up and get to work in the morning. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's them 14 hours that you down, when, if you done drove your 11 straight, they disappear quick because all the stuff you didn't do while you was driving straight, you got to do now. You know what I mean? Just say you don't bring enough clothes and now you may have to stop and wash, or, it's just anything happens on the road. So them little hours go by so quick after you done drove straight for 11. Mm-hmm. You look up and you only got 6 hours to go to sleep because you done went to the little grocery store, got you a snack, cooked you some food, showered, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You may watch the news. You may be arguing with somebody or anything, and you look up, man, I only got 5 hours of sleep. Then your day is messed up when you start the next day. So I really try to stay off the phone when I'm driving. Because I'm gone. There's nothing I can do. Mm-hmm. I mean, unless it's some money you need, might send you that. But other than my help and assistance is, once I leave the city, I try not to be on the phone, because I just seen a guy hit killing a bug on a window, and he looked down that quick and he ran over like 4 people in a semi. Mm-hmm. It's just that quick. So a quick text and look up, man, you off the road. Yeah. My whole objective is to get back to my kids. Yep. So.
You got 2 kids. How old are your kids?
10 and 8.
10 and 8.
And my daughter, she's doing volleyball and cheerleading, and my son's doing football and baseball right now. So it's like when I ain't here, they stealing all my time.
Yeah, I imagine. So between all the different things you got to go
busy schedule. Right. Yeah. Now here's a question. This is me just because that's what I'm evaluating with mine. But did you kind of encourage them for specific sports? You just kind of do a whole bunch of things and see which ones they like?
I just let them. But I don't want my son playing football because it's too much of a contact sport. It's just, coaches is too serious. Yeah. You didn't make it. You can't make all these kids go. They don't got the drive for it. Mm-hmm. Everybody's not going to be a rapper or Kobe Bryant. So I want him more on baseball because it's not as much, he can get hit with the ball, but they're not getting hit with balls every day going to play baseball. So, you know what I mean? Maybe throw his arm out. if he was pitching, but I really want him out like just catching the ball. If it go up in there, you just catch the ball, make some money, be happy.
That's why I like this. I like the idea of baseball because my kids aren't going to be professional athletes. I mean, maybe they are. Maybe they're going to be listening to this in 20 years and he's like, my dad, no faith in me.
Yeah.
But to do football or basketball, you have to be like a genetic anomaly.
It's different now. It ain't the short man can't do nothing out there.
Yeah.
So you got to be genetically tall.
Like because you're a tall guy.
Yeah, but I probably couldn't even play ball right now.
Yeah.
I'm looking up at everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So point guards are 6 something now.
Yeah.
There ain't no 5'9", nothing out there.
Yeah. And when I played ball, I was like a large forward. You know, kind of like. Fourth position. Because compared to my team, I was one of the tallest.
One of the tallest kids, but went to college, you'd have been shorter
than the point guard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm 5'10", 5 inches on top of me. So.
I grew up watching John Stockton, and I was like, okay, short guys can play. And then I saw John Stockton, he's like 6'3", so he's like...
He looks short compared to the other guys that's 6'8". 6'7", you know what I mean? Kobe wasn't even a point guard. He wasn't a center, but he was 6'6".
Yep.
And that's right in the middle. So, man, ain't no 6 nothing up under there, man. You gotta have something on top of that 6 to play ball.
Yeah.
Or just be so good with that pill in your hand.
Yeah. But baseball, that's what.
Baseball's a little different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's you're not getting yelled at so much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's if the kid can play, hit the ball, or catch the balls. It's not run 30 laps, because you see a lot of people now, man, in these sports, they overdo it. Basketball, too. I think basketball, the coaches is a little too much into it.
Yeah.
Than letting them just get in the general knowledge of playing. Like, my kid's 8, my son, and I'm out there, and the coaches is yelling at the kids a year older than him, like, they teenagers. I'm like, man, some of them kids is just barely catching the ball. You can't expect salt water out of a rock.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, that's it. You go to like a little league game, and even some of the parents are just like,
it's ridiculous.
Like,
okay, that's my favorite thing to go to my niece's game is to see the parents that overreact. I'm like, love it.
They're like yelling at the ref, like, bad call, and the ref's like a 15-year-old, middle school kid who like volunteering to do it or whatever. And you're like, man, give him a break. Kids don't care.
Man, when them sports, man, parents that love it or are trying to push their kid because they couldn't do it are dangerous people. They're dangerous. They don't see nothing but bread when you say they're wrong or their kid did something wrong while they was playing. So it's just. I just let them. I try not to get so aggressive in it. I tell my son, you're only out there just to have fun. It ain't really so much right now about winning and losing. It's just fundamentals. Just try to run the route, catch the ball, or cover who you're supposed to cover. And I teach my daughter the same thing. You know what I mean? They're like peas in a pod. One go, the other one's 1 minute behind the other one. You know what I mean? They don't spend a night without each other or anything. They just. Where's my brother or where's my sister at? So that's how I brought them up, bringing them up. So
I think that's that means a lot. I think is a testament to who you are. I think that makes a big. It's just about priorities, I guess. A lot of people got kind of screwy priorities right now. It seems like, and it's just the fundamentals of life. Just making sure your kids got the right.
Well, I want to leave them something. You know what I mean? I don't want them to work as hard as I did. You know what I'm saying? My parents picked cotton. Like, really picked cotton. With my daughter, not my daughter, with my sister on her back and my brother behind her. We come from that kind of area. So, I don't want my kids to ever have to work hard. So, I'm just constantly building and trying to find another honest avenue that'll, even if it's only making 20 cents a day in a year, it's going to be something. You know what I mean? That I probably just, it's just something honest, something else I can put to the pot to make them proud of me. That's when I get up and leave the house, when I come back home, when I walk in, I'm like, shit, I do everything I could, or did I do something that's going to make my kids ashamed of me? And every day I open the door to make sure, because that's what I'm doing, something to make them happy. that ashamed of them, you know, stealing laws and breaking, committing crimes, man. It's cool for right now, but you get caught thinking like, I thought you was working. Thought you said you was going to work, Daddy. You locked up for something else. And you lose the trust, and, you know, the circle of life is screwed up. So I felt like I'm doing all right because my dad was honest, and he did what he was supposed to. My mom did what it's just instilled in me so heavy. So I wasn't perfect, but I think if I didn't have any of them things, y'all wouldn't even know me. Because I probably wouldn't even made it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of kids I grew up with, they didn't even drive. They were gone before they could even drive a car. You know what I mean? It was just one day Joe here, one day Joe gone. We'll never see Joe again. He either locked up or dead. So I just come from a whole lot of like a gumbo mixture of what I don't want my kids to ever have to go through, because it's like a South Central LA type of lifestyle. Like, I come from a bad part of Indianapolis. It's rough. So, you know, y'all see it on the news. So, just kids getting killed standing on the bus stop now. Right now, these couple of days ago, kids just get killed on the bus stop. So, you can't even get your kids. If you're working, you can't get your kids to school. And it's just messed up if you don't have some type of structure or a village, I call it. Because I got a village. You know, like Wednesdays, I get my kids. My mom know I'm going to get a run. Wednesday, she get my kids. It don't matter what she's doing. It's just her. It's just, he's working. So it's just time to get the kids. I'll get the kids. So that's how I get to leave so much as opposed to a lot of guys don't. Yeah. I got a village. A lot of people don't have it. That people that they can just leave their kids with, or willing to keep their grandkids or nieces or nephews. You know, I got brothers and sisters that, all right, well, it's my time. I ain't seen them in a while, so it helps because they know I'm doing the right thing. Now, if I wasn't working, then no, we don't want you. You can keep them. You ain't working. So yeah, that's how it goes.
That's when I was like the big theme on my head lately is like the importance of community, like having the people around you and being like a contributor to these people around you. So like, I don't know, I've been really trying to think like, how do I help contribute to my community? Right. Type thing. Like the people around me, like Gateway is like my family and my community. Like absolutely. I mean, I get to, not everybody works out working with family, but like it's been a really good thing for me. Like mentoring from my dad and working with my brother Jordan. That's really cool. It's like, how do we extend this? Like, because I really feel like the people that you are around, that mindset is like transferable. Absolutely. Like you start to, like, I don't know, like Jordan's been going to the gym, right? So this is maybe a weird example, but like it's a lot easier for me to want to go because I'm like around that. Like, right. Jordan's like, hey, I'm going to pick you up at 5:30. I'm going to be there. You better be there.
That's how me and Carter been doing fair now, because I've been going to the gym 3 months straight lately. And he's like, man, I'm going too. I'm like, well, I'm just going to start calling. And now it's like, well, when we going again? Because now we just start going when we on the road. We just stop at Planet Fitness. Yeah, we're on around because you can get in everywhere. Shower, all that at Planet Fitness for free. Yeah. When you pay your membership. So,
the black card, is that what it's called?
Well, the black card is for 2 people, or just your card to get you shower, everything.
Oh, any Planet Fitness everywhere?
Yeah, any Planet Fitness everywhere. So that's what we usually do now lately. We just been, because Love's be so crowded. Yeah. So, you know, we packing our food. We can slide right into the gym, shower, all of that, you know what I mean? Hit the gas station, warm our food up, pull right back up to the gym.
Do you have a hard time finding parking when you're trying to get
there? When we at Planet Fitness, you're in a big parking lot, so, you know what I mean? We come out, we'll tell them, like, well, you know, we driving them RVs out there. We may go to sleep for a couple hours after coming to, oh, you're fine, you know what I mean? Such and such, because we'll be way away from everything. Yeah. As opposed to all the other businesses still got plenty of parking. And we're just over taking up this small piece of area that, you know, that they're probably not even going to see us again for another month. Yeah. Because how many times you going to see a guy pull up with an RV and go in the gym and work out? Yeah. None of us, nobody's doing it. So, yeah.
Well, and that's a great way to keep yourself physically engaged while on the road. Absolutely. We talk about that kind of regularly, of just ways that you can be ways that you can be taking care of yourself physically, mentally, and you get showers. How much is a Planet Fitness membership?
The double is $19.95 for the platinum.
Yeah, I mean,
so showers at Love's right now $17.
Yeah, it's a shower. Yeah.
And Buffalo Run on 44 at casino. If you got Class A's, they give you free shower and $25.
Oh wow!
So you go in and get free food for just showing a Class A driver's license. So whenever I go that way, Buffalo Run on 44 before you get into Toulouse, Miami County. Going that route, like if I'm going to Hot Springs on the way, Miami is right after you get out of Joplin, Missouri.
Okay.
So you pull over, it's a Buffalo Run casino. You go in, show them your license. They give you a free shower and a $25 gift card to buy food or gamble with. Yeah. So I just stopped, free shower, food.
Wow, that's a good trick right there. Yeah,
and the shower's about this big.
Yeah,
it's got chairs in it. You know what I mean? It's a nice shower.
Yeah.
They must be.
But they do it for Class A drivers because a lot of semis is going by, and plus it's a casino. So you stop in the shower, feel good, you might pull $100 out your pocket.
Yeah.
Somebody's paying for it. I don't gamble, so.
And that's that's a win-win thing. I've not heard that. That's cool.
Buffalo Run going into Miami County.
Yeah.
Class A's.
Yeah. So the listeners right now that stuck with us this long, they just got that nugget right there. Yeah.
You say 7, you go in that way, and you can go by. I can stop there today, drop my load in the morning, and stop back by there tomorrow, and show my license again. They'll give me the same everything free.
Yeah.
Every day you can go by there. Class A's.
That's cool.
Because they want you to gamble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What's the odds of me not gambling? I'm that 1% that's not. So I just go right through the crack. If you don't gamble, you just slide in free. And it's not like cheeseburgers. They got hot wings, Brazilian food. It's all kind of different food in that casino. Ribs. Barbecue.
Man, it's not making me hungry.
Yeah. So
you mentioned that you've been able to experience different cuisine, get food from places that you never tried before.
Right.
What kind of stuff have you been able to?
I've had Indian. You know what I mean? I've had oysters. Like when I go to Florida, I do the seafood when I get close to water. Like when I'm going towards Colorado, a lot of Indian food, stuff of that nature. Pull over Mexicans. I just pull over. I see a sign, and I just pull over, and they welcome you right in. Man, when you're on that highway, you got to probably go off the highway maybe 30 miles, maybe 10 miles to run into that culture that might not like you. You know what I mean? But along the highways, everybody's just like family because you see different cultures. But like if you go off into a little town, they may not used to be seeing, old me. And then you go in, you wonder why they looking at you crazy because you really shouldn't be 10 miles off this highway. Get on back on the highway, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes you can get yourself into trouble because you're too far away from where you're supposed to be.
My thing with that, I don't like going too far off because I don't want to detour too far.
Because you don't know the road. You don't know if it's going to be something that's going to tear this RV up or anything. That's your baby until you drop it. So when I got that, I'm usually deadheading. Like I stopped at Dollar General before I got here and got everything I needed. So once I hook up, that's why my log be from here straight there because stopping, now it's a chance somebody hit me. It's just when you stop, man.
That's my mentality exactly. The moment that I leave out of here with a trailer, the only thing I want to do is just get there as soon as I can.
I just want to get there.
Legally. Yeah. Once I unhook, the feeling when you pull out of the dealership after you dropped, I don't know if you guys this way, but like the moment I pull out of the dealership, I just feel...
You feel relieved when you hit toe off.
Yeah.
You hit that button and turn it off.
Yep.
The truck runs different. It's more in relaxed mode.
Man, I'm looking at the sunset and I'm like, man, cool. When you got the trailer, your knuckles, you're holding on tight.
Yeah, 10
and 2. Focused.
Absolutely.
Well, not that you're not focused, I guess, on the return trip, but you know what I mean. You can breathe.
You're not fighting the wind. You can one-hand it now. When you got the RV, you can't really one-hand it because the wind might hit you, and the time you're trying to get your hand on there is too late. You know what I mean? The wind done. I've felt it blow me into a half of a lane accident on not really having that wheel.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't nothing right there. So I learned now, whenever I feel slight wind, it's definitely both hands on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
It ain't no need to taking a chance.
Yeah.
So.
Do you ever stop? I'm trying to change it a little bit back. We're talking about kind of like working out on the road. I've not thought about doing Planet Fitness before. It's a good idea. But I try and stop at places on the way sometimes. Like I don't know, it was Saturday. I had to do 34-hour reset in Rapid City, South Dakota.
Okay.
So I went over to Mount Rushmore. It's like 30 minutes away.
Right.
There's like a national forest there.
Absolutely. I've been there.
Oh, have you ever?
Man, I stop at all landmarks.
You stop at the places
because
and check them out?
There's no need of riding by it, and it's right there when it takes me still 14 hours to get back home. And I would never see this if I didn't have this job, so I just detour right on to that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like when I'm in Florida, I stop at the alligator pits and that wild stuff because
you're there.
Yeah,
I'm right here.
That's the thing. Like me and Kim, you know Kim, Uncle Kim.
Yeah,
we delivered.
That's the one I pulled off the snowplow, right? Off the when he was stuck on.
Oh yeah.
Team player.
Probably, yeah.
He was stuck with the plow truck.
That would have been him.
Yeah, I had to pull him out.
Yep.
Well, we delivered in Mississippi, like 15 minutes from the beach, and so he's like he always keeps his fishing poles with him. He's always out there fishing. And I went to the beach 15 minutes away. I was the only person on this beach. It was like pristine, like super warm beach. Nobody else there. I've done that like 3 times. It's always surprising me. Like,
did you pull up to the beach and nobody's there?
Nobody's there.
Because they're there all the time. When they know we are tourists when we come run out there and we just standing in the middle of the beach. Around. It's like when you go to Chicago, and you looking up at the he ain't from here. Go pickpocket him. You know what I mean? A guy told me one time I went to LA to the beach. He was like, "You must not be from here." I was like, "Nah, I ain't." He's like, "Yeah, I can tell. You're just standing out in the middle of the beach, just soaking it up. We tired of it. You know what I mean?" So I was like, so now I know when I see a guy just standing out there, he's like me. So I kind of stay to the back now without.
You don't want to like draw attention to yourself.
Yeah, let him know that he's a tourist. So.
When I was living in London, you spent a lot of time with there's a lot of people in London. After a while, you got really good at seeing just by the way that somebody, you'd see how they were walking. If they were like kind of eyes down, walking straight, they weren't looking at signs, you knew that they probably were working. Like they work there, they're familiar, they live there. If you see somebody that's like, you could tell if they're wearing a backpack and the way that they're walking and who they're with, maybe they're students. You see the people that are looking up and looking at the tops of the buildings, you know that they're tourists.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you would go to the next level because it's such a multicultural place that you would, you could see you could always see the way that like Americans, because the way that they're dressed.
Right, absolutely.
And then
dress code. Yeah,
you could see if they were from like say Eastern Europe or they were from Western Asia. And then you could take it to sometimes even to like the next level of just like when you can stop and interact with them, gauge their accent, and then by the time that you've said hey to somebody, you already have a lot of the time where they're from, what they're doing there, and
if you're going to interact with them,
right? Yeah. So it was kind of a fun skill to learn, but you didn't get it right all the time, of course.
Well, that's how I use that same kind of setup when I'm on the road approaching somebody. To even ask them for help or directions or just anything. And I don't really ask for directions a lot because you use GPS, but like when I'm approaching somebody, when I'm walking up to them I'm Reggie from Gateway RV Transport. As I'm walking up, I'm gauging on if they're having a bad day, if they, you know what I mean, if they look and see me come in and went back to doing what they want to do, and if they even feel like talking to me, you know what I mean, because I've walked in a lot of places that they don't even want to talk to me. You know what I mean? But I just need a signature. You know what I mean? I can deal with you, the Superman eyes and all of that. You know what I mean? Because you got to have tough skin sometimes anyway, you know. So I deal with that, you know, going to certain places. But I've said sometimes to Justin, but after I get off the phone with him, I'm like, shit, it's my job at the end of the day. Like you can stand 4 or 5 minutes of it is what it is to get this signature to get back home.
Yeah.
So
I like this last delivery I went, I felt like the guy was in a real bad mood. And so part of it's if the guy's in a bad mood, whatever. But I was I set a little goal. I'm going to try and get this guy in a good mood by the time we're done.
Absolutely.
And sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. This time it actually did. Mm-hmm. The dude was, after a while, he was super cool. We actually became Facebook friends or whatever.
Doing what? How? How would you do that?
I was just being friendly, and he was helping me. I was unloading the triple set, so there's a little bit more involved than a normal delivery because he's there. I was asking about the island. I was really interested in the British, Vancouver Island. He was really into hiking, so I was asking about hiking. He's in a hiking group, and he was a cool dude. But it was I actually ended up being really fascinated by this guy, but I thought he was in a bad mood, so I was I'm not gonna do anything. Right. No, I'm gonna try him, and then. But a couple times before that, I was delivering in Connecticut, and that dude, I could just tell, didn't want to talk. It was I tried a couple times to try and be friendly. I could tell doesn't want it, so I just let him do his thing. Sat in my truck.
Well, some of them get so used to having guys just say for instance, not me, but just guys delivering coming in with a bad attitude, thinking, "Here's my load, take my load now." Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's years and years and years of guys coming in doing this. This one guy that's coming in trying to be nice, I'm not going to see it again anyway, so I might as well do him the same way I do everybody else kind of situation. So it's just, me now, I just deal with what you got to deal with to get that signature and get on out of here. If it's going to take an hour, you just hit on. I mean, your proof is there. If you're sitting there 3 hours, it is what it is. If it's I'm past an hour and it's starting to get still, then I say something. But 45 minutes, okay, so what? It is what it is. But when it start getting past an hour and y'all still don't want to kind of hey, ain't nobody behind me. Ain't nobody behind the RVs really. Y'all just kind of kicking rocks and smoking cigarettes. Then it's time for me to call and tell. Yeah. You know what I mean? But other than that. Pretty much, if everybody's working, then it's no need. I can't tell, even if everybody's working, even because everybody's busy. Yeah. Sometimes you can be busy for an hour in this field that we do. Yeah. So, but if you're not, then I gotta tell.
Well, yeah, and that kind of thing happens
because I am bringing you your money to sell. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I want to go back and get another one, but. I understand that I can't just come in and bulldoze around what y'all had going on, drop this trailer, look at it. I understand the process that it's not on the paper now. Y'all might not get paid that, that type of. Mm-hmm. So,
But I'm starting to be better at this more and more of not letting my day be ruined by somebody else. Mm-hmm. This other guy might be in a bad mood and I might even be abrasive. And, I'm trying to get in this mindset, and I think I'm doing better over time. I'm not going to have my day's not going to be a bad day because I had a bad 5-minute interaction with somebody. Right. It might have been a bad 5 minutes, but I'm not going to let that be my.
I still got more time.
Yeah.
One day.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so just taking the locus of control of myself, my emotions, my mental frame, instead of being so dependent on other people.
It's conflict mediation.
Yeah. Right.
That's what it is. I got a certificate for that. That's why I learned how to. You got to get me upset. You got to just about to put your hands on me. Yeah. You know what I mean? I just want your signature. Yeah. And I've learned that I locked up RV and I put my zip tie and put it back in the door before I get there, and they think that they not think that because I don't go in RVs because I got a bed, but. The guys that try to sneak in them or whatever, when they see that key is still there, they go through my trailer quicker because they think it's still locked from picking it up from the RV place. But, I have to lock the door, get the paperwork out. Yeah. But before I pull up, I put that key back in the furnace on the zip tie like it's coming from the factory.
And you've noticed that they do
Some of them move quicker after they see that it's the key's not coming out of the inside of my truck. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's still back there. I drove straight. So, you know what I mean? Some of them, it's just the appearance of how you bring it in. And, okay, key's still there. The door's locked, come in. No footprints. All right, boom. They be in and out of there. Yeah. Because they can clearly see I haven't been in there. You know what I mean? That's been working for me. So,
that's a good trick right there.
I'd be to whatever gets me in and out of there with them quicker. Yeah. That's what I do. So,
yeah. So all these places, where would you say is your favorite place you've been?
Well, I like Louisiana because, you know, I like the seafood. I like to go down to the French Quarter, you know what I mean? I got family in Mississippi, and Memphis, so as I'm coming through, I can see multiple relatives, you know what I mean, coming through 70. It's a good gas station right there in Charleston, where if you got Casey's Apple Points and things, you know, Mud Flat, right there at that station, it knocks off a lot of gas price for you, so you could almost save 40%. 40 cents off a dollar up there, you know, off whatever's on the board going through that station. That's where I grab about 250 gallons right there.
Yeah.
And I'm good to go to Louisiana and back up here to get a load, maybe hit Pennsylvania or something like that. So I don't even buy gas every trip, depending on how far I'm on it.
Yeah.
Because I'll still have gas. My truck's tuned and deleted, so it gets extra gas mileage and, you know.
I also love that feeling when you're about like a quarter, eighth, and you just click that right there,
that switch,
and then you just 20 minutes later turn it off.
Turn it off.
Man,
that's
nice.
I love it because I used to have to get out and take my shaker hose. Well, I used to carry the jugs.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. We used to do it all, man, to get that gas, keep that gas in that truck. You know, get it down the road.
A few years ago, we had a driver who just anytime he'd pull up, you knew it was him because he had 27 gas cans.
Where did he go? Where did he go?
You probably met him.
Yeah,
his truck broke down.
Yeah, because it used to be in Syracuse. His truck was stopped right there. I was like, man, that's gasoline. That's what we call it, gasoline. Because he got 30 of them yellow jugs in the back of his truck.
For like 10 years in a row, he had the most miles of any driver at Gateway. Just year after year. It's like, man, how does he do it?
That's how.
He just runs California, like back to back.
I remember when y'all had me on that for like 3 months straight, California.
Yeah, you were the California king right then, right?
Yeah, me and James, man, you get another Kelly. I got one. All right, let's go.
Like the nice part about this is it's a lot of miles. Like,
but it saves you. We was kind of thinking it saves you from running back up here so much, kind of, but it really doesn't. It's just, you know, you got to run. It's going to last you all week. So you only got a job unless you got to run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I tell the guys all the time, I say, hey, bro, man, you got a job right now. Why are you holding it? Hurry up and deliver the load. Get you another job. Because once you deliver it, you got another job.
And right now it's slow. So, I mean, that's
the whole thing. Why I be telling them, bro, you get that load, get gone with it because it's slow. They paying attention to who's running slow, who's got an excuse, who don't got an excuse. I said, man, all that's a factor. If I was running, it would be a factor. I mean, it's just, okay, every time he's gone with it. No, he's gone with it. It ain't, his laws is right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No driver damage. It's, my tire's flat. It took me 8 hours to get this changed, or man, I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere without a jack. You know what I mean? They're not the guys you're sending out with a load because you're solving the problem from them. You at home, not even on the clock.
Yeah.
And things like that come up often where we get this hot run right now. It's who's reliable.
I love the hot ones. I love them. The one I just did was hot. I think that it said hot. I said, yeah, this is another point. Boop.
Yep.
That's like
right there.
Like you're saying, I think people who figure that out, it's like we want to help people, but it's like we also we want to take care of the people who really are helping us.
Ain't no question.
If you do this run that nobody else is willing to do, I'll give you another one right after.
Absolutely.
So and I don't know. I tried and working with Alyssa on that. It's like, hey, that person just helped us out. I want you to make sure that you help them.
Feed them. Keep feeding who's hungry. And
we're fair. We'll do that for whoever. We're gonna do that for everybody. But the people who take the hard stuff, we're going to make sure that they get it.
They deserve it. I'm a firm believer of that. And I'm a firm believer if this guy holds his trailer for 4 or 5 days, you should be like, hey, this is trailer down there. This guy ain't took off with it. You ain't got one. Do you want it? I'm sure I do. Where's it at?
Yeah.
And I'm headed to go get it. I'm saying if y'all got trailers sitting down there now and I don't, y'all, it's been sitting there 3 days, call Reggie. Reggie will go get it and be gone from where they at with it. Because it's money that y'all waiting to get. I'm going to get mine. So as soon as I can get mine, y'all gonna get yours. There's no need that this trailer sitting in Indiana for 3-4 days.
Yeah.
There's no need. You know what I mean? I understand if you drop your truck off, he says he's gonna tell you something tomorrow, like Big Cuz did. They told him it's gonna be a couple days. All right, I'm gonna call and tell him to give you the load. You go with it. I'm gonna go with it. You know what I mean? It's just you can get your money for driving it down here. We all get some money and keep on going. Mm-hmm. Then I come right back and get whatever they was giving me. I just came back from Florida and I took his and went and I'm ready to keep going now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, that's it.
Because once wintertime come, it'll be slow and whoever ain't saving no money will be crying on that phone about a run. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So just get it while you can get it.
Yep.
Get there safe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what? What's the next 5-10 years look like for you?
Working on purchasing a dump truck in the spring. I got a nephew and an older brother that has a Class B CDLs, and it's a lot of infrastructure going on. You know, I got my CDLs over the downtime last year, mm-hmm. And I drove for Superior Construction, building a highway, the 465 split. I was working there maybe 5 months. You know what I mean? Just when I wasn't working, like y'all would call, give me a call, they would give me a day off because I let them know I still work for another company, but it's slow. So when they call, I'm going to need the next day or two off and keep moving. So it worked out fine until it was done. We got the highway done, you know what I mean? Yeah. And that's when I came back on full time with you guys like, hey man, I need more runs. But it was still slow. Mm-hmm. You know, I was just trying to get back to he's running heavy again. You know what I mean? You got to get back to the top. Mm-hmm. So.
How'd you like doing the highway construction stuff?
Oh, man, I love anything with a steering wheel. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I love working and showing somebody, oh, you can't get that in there. Yeah, I can. Now, I'm going to put that right where you want it at. It's always a challenge. Yeah. You know what I mean? When I first got my hauling tow, it was such a challenge. I loved it. So hard for everybody to bag up, man. You tell me where to put it.
I don't think I've seen anybody hook up a set of hauling tows faster than you. Yeah,
no, I got the fastest record on the hauling tow.
We should do like a competition so you can.
Absolutely.
Well, I don't think Reggie would just win. I don't think that would be a close second. I mean, it was just.
It's going. They're gonna have to be in shape. Yeah. Absolutely. You're gonna have to be in shape because. The hardest part is getting that first one on there. Mm-hmm. And I'm moving around the truck as it's going on up. I'm putting stuff away and everything ready to strap down.
Well, I went out there one time and Reggie had just backed up, just pulled into the lot, turned around to talk to Pat. He answered the question. I turned around, Reggie was pulling out the gate with both those and hooked up.
Whoa, how did you do that? You have a team of people out there.
Yeah, man. I take pride in it because, you know, I was setting a record for, not a record, but just within myself. I do a lot of self-challenges with myself. Like, it took you, like, I got the record. Well, I'll tell you that record in a minute, but I just got the record on, like, getting up here. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Leaving Indianapolis, getting here. It says 2 hours and 15 minutes, but I got the record for 2:09. Yeah. 2 hours and 9 minutes. Mm-hmm. Just, you know, we just always competing with, you know what I mean, to keep pushing ourselves. So.
Well, I'm glad I'm not the only, because every single day,
you always
I check my clock as I pull out of my drive, like pull out onto the road, mm-hmm. and then check it in, and then like I'm always paying attention to every single light, and I'm like, dang, yesterday I hit 2 red lights here, and then I had 3 green,
mm-hmm.
and I got 4 green in a row, and now we got.
And you'll learn it. You'll learn it as you're coming up to it, as you see it, and you know where you're at. Like, oh, okay, in about 10 seconds, mm-hmm. that one's going to hit, so I ain't got to get out the gas. I can just keep on going. Because I'm going to need to keep going to catch these next 2-3 lights. You know what I mean? If I'm back here running, catching this light when it turns late yellow, I'm hit on the next 3 lights because I'm behind. Yeah. Or I got to get on the gas. So
I do that like with like how fast from when I wake up in the morning till can I get out of the door. It's like, can I do it in, like, just time
small
myself?
Challenges.
How fast
mm-hmm.
can I
just small little challenges that you're doing with yourself. I just do it with the RVs. You know what I mean? Let's get in and get out of here and get back on the road because as soon as we get that signature, we're paid. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, I know it comes the next day, but.
It's better than it was.
Hey, man, listen, it's fine. It don't need to go any further because when you start giving guys money before they do a run, everything's going to go downhill. It's just, I don't advise it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I advise to leave it just the way it is. You know what I mean? Next day, get your money.
Yeah. That's a good perspective. We consider, like, we're always trying to think about things of what's better.
Don't do it. Yeah. Because I get a California run. It pays $3,700. Just saying. I get half that up front. I might drink. I'm an alcoholic. I might gamble. I can't even get the load there now. And I don't got y'all money because I lost it.
Yeah.
And it's even though I be accepting the money because I got a whole different mindset. I could do it, but it's gonna be so many other people that can't do it they won't have a job no more. You know what I mean? Type. So deliver it, get it the next day. You know what I mean? Cash advance if you need it. Couple hundred, time I've done that. Matter of fact, I got to give y'all my card because it broke. But yeah, man, I don't advise like the other companies pay half, and you know what I mean. You get the rest once you drop same day. It's still because people are not. They can't handle money enough.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. They just can't because we already crying about I ain't got a load. I ain't got a load. I ain't got a load. You got to be putting your money up. So I don't think it would definitely be a good idea, but I like the way it is now. If you get it there before 12, you can get paid tomorrow. It's more incentive to, pay attention to the time on what time you're going to stop, boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? It's just, I would have wished that like when you're on California and it's hour change time, but there's nothing we can do about it. Or just pay the extra $20 if you need it, to get it to you. But I think that's good, you know what I mean? Because whenever we're in California, I just pay the extra $20 to get it the next day, even if I got there late. You know what I mean? Just I might need some money getting back because it's gonna take me 2-3 days. But other than that, I think that process is great. I don't think y'all should leave that the way it is. If y'all was thinking about changing it, I wouldn't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, not lately because it's been kind of slow, but
but even when they do pick up, man, it's when you put money in people's hand before they do work, it's just how good it turns. It's not going to be good.
Well, I think that's true. I think one of the kind of universal facts of life is that work is good, and that you gotta like the Adam in Garden of Eden, the sweat of the brow type of thing, was a curse from God. I don't like. Some people see it as a curse. I think that's how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be able to work the satisfaction. Part of the satisfaction is getting paid, but I think being able to look back at what you've been doing, being proud of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
nobody will put their all in if you pay them first before they do some work for you.
And that's just human nature. Yeah.
And you going to pay me, or this is going to take me $10,000 to finish this table. I'm just going to pay you now. All right. When you call me, I'm going to have an excuse. No, I'm going to have an excuse. I'm already paid. I might just excuse you till you run away from me. Mm-hmm. But it's just, look at this fine work I did. Then that's when I'm telling you I'm ready to get paid because I'm telling you how fine of a job I did for you. So I think that's...
No, I think it's a good point. Yeah, you're right. If there was a friend of yours, a driver, somebody who wanted to be doing this, somebody that hasn't done it before, what kind of like tips and tricks would you give them that you've learned from doing this for so long?
Well, I would definitely tell them to get a Ford like I got. I was just, because it's been so good to me, I would say get a Ford. I tell them you don't want to buy gas on the street. You know what I mean? Like, you want to carry your own, finding the best spot, fill up as much as you can, because that's how you're going to save. Gas is your major overhead. Mm-hmm. So you want to get that as cheap as possible and get as much of it as you can. And I would tell them to only choose runs where they can get there and get back without buying gas. Like, I can go to California, back out of California to coming out of Arizona before I need gas. But then I only just need enough to get back to where the gas is that I want to buy in bulk. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't bother me now as much as it did when I had just the one tank. I could only get here before I get to Cali, buy gas high, go into Cali, come out, buy it again right here high, then get back to where it is cheap. You know what I mean? So now I'm able to save more the longer I had them tanks on the truck. I wish I'd have bought them the first year. You know what I mean? As soon as I first started, but you live and you learn. And I read the signs going down the highway. Free showers. That's how I learned that.
Yeah.
Free shower. Just pull in.
Yeah.
See, just tell me what I need. Free. Now you get a free shower. You know what I mean? It's a lot of different places when, you know, they say stuff on the side of the road for truck drivers. Class A, CDL driver, discount. You just pull in there and see what kind of discounts you're going to get. You know what I mean? They may not tell you everything right there on that sign, but once you get in there, there's a lot of things valuable that they're pulling you, grasping you to come and shop with them by putting that sign up. Because that's who's traveling the road. Semi-drivers, you know, hot shotters, you know, people with a credential. We want you to come, you're tired, come, we're going to give you an incentive to come over here. Just like Buffalo Road. Free shower, they might win some money off of you at the casino. So I look at any of them kind of things as giving back. You know, cash back on this, cash back on that. It gets me every time because not saying I'm spending cash, but whatever you're spending money on, they're giving you a percentage of some of it back some way, somehow. Yeah. Fuel points or food points or anything that's giving back. Anything that don't give me anything, I don't shop there. Like if you can't get a discount on anything, I just keep that in my mind. Don't stop at that station. Mm-hmm. I need a discount. I need as many discounts as I can get going down the highway. Mm-hmm. So that's what you zone in for. I look for it. Mm-hmm. That's definitely what I would tell them. Yeah. And have a credit card for fuel. Because at the end of each month, it gives you cash back. Even if it's only $60, that's going to fill up half your front tank. $60 that you didn't have to pay for that they done gave you back to keep making you spend money with them. And you build your credit. Yeah, I built my credit a lot by working here.
That's a big one that I think is really important, actually. Knowing how you're financing your trip, especially your fuel. Because there's a lot of rewards programs that are just designed and just sitting there on the table waiting for somebody to take advantage of them.
I got the field man card. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But you got to be disciplined, and a lot of people don't have the discipline or the time to do it.
You got to be, or you can be on the side of the road calling mama for some money. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't got that, man. We 40 years old. Most people are here 40 plus years old. There are no kids except little Willis. Our little nephew, ain't really no kids working here.
Yeah, he's been doing great.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But other than that.
Willis is your nephew?
Well, he's Farron's nephew.
Okay. Right, gotcha.
I've been knowing them since 9 and 7, so I call him nephew too.
Yeah. Yeah, cool.
I think it helps. Like almost everybody that drives for us knows somebody else here. I think that's really helpful. Like you get in a pinch, you can call. You have a couple of people.
Well, I got a text from my nephew the other night. What's the gate code?
Yeah,
because it has just. I guess it has just changed at midnight, and he didn't have a new one yet. You know what I mean? They always, you know, I tell them just before y'all call, just call and check with us first before you call and bother him. You know what I mean? Like, bro, we might be up. They can sleep.
Hey, maybe that's why I don't get as many calls at 3 a.m. anymore.
So everybody's calling.
I mean, it's easier if we can solve it than going to you guys with it. You know what I mean? Y'all expect us to be able to solve our own problems. Man, nah, I know y'all do.
But I know
y'all do.
Yeah. So, but like, man, I wish. Everybody has that, right? They don't, because we can tell, and it makes such a big difference when people you're working with, the people, are resourceful. Yeah. You know.
Well, that's why they always ask me, how you always got to run. I said, man, I do way more stuff up that job than y'all know about. It's just if I get a call, I need help. All right, well, just give it to me. I always say, all right, I'm taking one for the team. I like to say that. You know what I mean? Just to. Like, hey, when I need one, just remember I'm on maybe 3 or taking one for the team. You know what I mean? I'm on the third one or something. You know what I mean? But
that same thing like applies to us with like factories. Like if the factory calls up and say, hey, we have this really hot one. I always try and say, we'll take it. We'll figure it out. Even if I have to take it myself, we'll take it.
Absolutely, because if it's one I got that's not hot, I'll take that hot one.
Yeah.
I'll come get the hot one. And the one that I got, then I'll deliver that one. It's maybe a day, not late, but just past on what you said is going to be there, but it's not going to be an issue with who we delivering it to. Mm-hmm. But that hot one is sold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that one needs to go.
Yeah.
And I love doing the hot ones because I'm working. Mm-hmm. Especially if I don't got nothing to do. Mm-hmm. Like lately, my kids, like I said, my parents is tagging in a lot because they know I'm trying to work for the winter hit because they don't really want me running in the winter either.
Yeah.
So you just try to, so I don't have to be trying to do 3 runs in a week. Mm-hmm. Just, get me one good one a week, get back home, parents getting older, it's just that part of where I'm coming up in life where I gotta be I'm not the baby no more. They gotta be the babies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. They get it at age. My parents is almost at 80. So, yeah.
Well, I hope you can you know how much we are grateful that you're part of Gateway.
Absolutely.
We really are. You're a great example of what we expect and want in our drivers. You do a great job. Everybody that knows you and interacts with you, it's the same thing. And so what you do speaks for yourself, but especially as we've been able to get to know you more and more, mm-hmm. It just is it's a pleasure to have you be part of Gateway.
I like when y'all get on me when I done called and got said too much. Hey, you be like, I think you got me last time. He's like, hey, Reggie, man, everybody don't know how to talk. I mean, don't know how to understand when you're mad and you're talking to them. So,
I appreciate. In fact, I think I remember that, and I just. And that was a bad one too because I was already in a bad mood and I was like, and then I could tell you,
I gotta call Reggie.
I could tell you was frustrated and I didn't want to. And
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
It was smooth, but I knew I was in trouble, but he didn't talk to me as so much as I was in trouble. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He kind of gave me more of a. I'm gonna talk to you because you've kind of been maybe working here a couple years and. I know that if you're upset like this, and something's really happening because you don't really, you know what I mean? I think this was maybe my second one in 5 years or something. So, other than that, and I took what he said. I could take constructive criticism, and I let him say what he needs to say to me. So he felt like he was doing his job, saying, you know what I mean, because I kind of said too much to the girls. You know what I mean?
I'm not trying to
but yeah, I knew it when I said it, and then when I got the call back, I was like, oh, well, I'm in the principal's office. Ain't no need to turn and run, you know what I mean?
That used to be every time that I would ever call somebody, because I used to be compliance, I used to have Greg's job, right? Mm-hmm. It's like people never wanted to talk to me. They only wanted to talk to Gary because it's like, if I'm calling, it's because you're doing something wrong. Yeah. People blocking my number.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of gotten that way again because if Alyssa's calling, it's for a load. If I'm calling now, it's because you did something wrong. Nobody wants to.
But listen, man. Whenever I see any of y'all numbers called, when I be thinking it's y'all calling, it's something that y'all figure that it's something that I can handle. So, because I don't really feel like I'm doing nothing to get in trouble. I know when I got to come in. Greg say you can't get a load. You got to come in the office. Mm-hmm. I know what time it is. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But other than that, when I'm getting calls from you guys, I don't think I'm in trouble. Mm-hmm. I think it's a load y'all need me to help y'all with.
And that's usually what it is.
Yeah. So I answer.
There's got to be I don't know how many times there's been one where, hey, Reggie, we got a hot one, and you're already on something. Hey, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
You've said that before. I even said where it's going. Hey, I got this hot one. I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Man, because you offer me more money. If I'm here to drive this truck to make some money. Yeah. So now I know I got a job for this load and this load. Then I'm jobless. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I can keep 3 jobs, I'm good for a week before I'm jobless again. I need more, so.
Well, I'll tell you what, one of the things that one day when I've got free time and money, which is never going to happen, what I want to do is I'm going to get a remote control race car, and I'm going to have to get you to show me how to work.
Oh, man, I just got some more bad ones, man. Next time I come, I'm going to bring one up here. I'm going to bring one up here and let you guys play with it out in the field. I got one, man, that my kids sit on it. It's so big.
Whoa.
Yeah, they lay on it. I can put them in wagons and put them with it. And it's an X-Max. You look it up.
Do you remember just there was a for like maybe 6 months, there was these tread marks in the hall here.
I did not remember.
And in fact, Melanie came in and was like, "What is this?" And it's like, "Oh, Reggie did a burnout." She was like, "What?" And so then this was a big remote control car.
It was an S10.
Cool.
It was an S10 pickup truck I had. I just happened to have it with me and brought it in. It was real fast, 60 miles an hour.
Oh, that's so awesome,
man. So
I've not seen something like that before.
Oh yeah, man! If you look up X-Max RC cars on YouTube, that's the stuff I'm playing with.
Yeah,
it's a $1,200 RC car.
Okay,
that's why I'm pulling runs.
You can buy more.
Yeah, so
nice.
Yeah, I'm a big kid. I'm into that. You know what I mean?
That sounds pretty cool.
Kids, they got them. We all out there. We have 3 RC cars out in the field running around playing with them. So.
But there had to have been 14 years in a row where the one thing I asked for Christmas was this RC car. So,
and every year you didn't get one and I did. Just to remind you that I was the favorite child.
So what age was it when you got one without the cord?
I don't know.
You always got one with the cord. You had to chase it around.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh.
I remember the first one that I got that was like that. This was the fastest one that we had in the house, and it looked like it was like a Jeff Gordon, Indy 500 kind.
Right, what NASCAR.
And man, you'd burn through the battery in about 4 minutes, and it took like 4 hours to recharge. But man, that 4 minutes was just the best.
It was lifetime.
Yeah.
Oh man, you can make this car do whatever you want it to do. Man, my kids, I'm like, man, when y'all need to hurry up and get all that out of your system for when y'all start driving. Lord have mercy, the way y'all doing these cars, man. And you actually have to really fix them when you break them.
Yeah.
Tiny rods. Transmissions, all that's in them cars.
Huh.
Shock. Now everything that's in your car is in that little car.
Maybe we should get one as like for practice because there's so many times like I do not know how to do a lot on trucks, and
all that is on that RC car.
Huh.
Yeah, I got one with a weed eater motor on it. Yeah. Pull it. Man, it's got a big muffler on it. I mean, I love them, man.
Yeah,
I love them because I couldn't afford it when I was a kid. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It was something that I really loved. You know what I mean? So when I got bigger, that was my big boy hobby.
Mm-hmm.
It was RC cars. You know what I mean? I did drones too, but not so much because when they crash, it's over.
You better ask. You gotta ask Kevin about that.
He went through a drone phase. Our dad did.
Yeah. Helicopters, man, that's thousands of dollars, man.
Fly one into the sign in the middle.
He stopped in like New Mexico where there was nothing, just flat.
And he hit whatever was.
It was like a speed limit sign or something.
Shattered it.
Yeah, I remember going with him at the top of the mountain, the point of the mountain, just south of Salt Lake. Now there's like a prison down on the other side. I don't know, but anyway, you throw off this giant styrofoam airplane. It's like a 6 feet wingspan
with the little propeller on the back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I just got one now. I got one that I can put a little wristband on my kids, and like when he's playing his sports, it's like up there. You know, it follows them. I got one of them followers. So
that's cool. Pretty cool.
I put them on my RC cars too, and they chase them, and I get videos and stuff like that.
Do you have like
a very start a YouTube channel?
Yeah, I was about to ask. If you had.
So I just been getting a lot of view. Taking a lot of photos and getting real low, like in the grass with it, so it looked like a real truck coming up. That's cool. So I'm gonna start a YouTube in the wintertime when I'm doing nothing, when I got time to kind of and. My basement is set up. I got all the tools and stuff to fix them because I got like 16 RC cars, boats. I got the cigarette boat to do 70 miles an hour.
That's pretty. When you start the channel, let me know.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, last question, most important question. What's your favorite dessert?
Strawberry cheesecake.
Okay.
Good choice.
You can get that just about everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
And it's usually a win.
Yeah. One of my favorites is Straight Out of Love's. They got cheesecake right there. Yeah, it's right there cutting a little triangle. It's about $5, but I'm never mad about getting it. Before I lay down, I got a good dinner. I grab me a cheesecake because I usually sleep at Love's if I'm not at Planet Fitness, but. I grab me a cheesecake, sit there, eat that a little bit, and fall on to sleep, finish it in the morning, and keep moving.
Yeah. Sounds like a pretty good day to me.
Yeah, nice. thanks for doing this, Reggie.
Absolutely,
appreciate it, man. And yeah, thanks for sticking with us through the busy times, slow times, helping us out all the time, and helping so many of our guys out. Like it's nice having people that are helping each other out.
Ain't no question. I feel like family up here, so
good.
It's, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm helping a brother out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I help Dad.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got no flat head. I mean, I caught him in Syracuse.
Yeah.
He was trying to fix something on a RV, couldn't get it to go up and down. He's like, 7 guys done pulled in here. I know you got it. Well, what do you need? He told me what he need. I said, yeah, I got one of those.
Yeah.
And I gave it. That's why he brought me the cigar back. From Mexico.
Okay. Yeah.
He brought me the cigar.
Right,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm the only one to get one of them.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
give me one.
So, yeah, man, I love the family, man. You guys welcome me in with open arms, you know what I mean? So when you find a good family, man, it's just, if you're a good guy, you're going to do what you got to do to stay in the good grace, you know what I mean? Yeah. Just fitting in. Well,
you're a good guy, genuinely. And if you were able to stick with us in the podcast for this long, well done. Yep. Yeah. So, but thanks again, Reggie. And
thank you guys.
And you're headed to Arkansas now.
Pennsylvania. Then I'm headed to Arkansas.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, better get you on the road. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely.
Thank you.